What do you think of this idea from the Premier? Let's ban prayer in public.
Well, there's a lot to say about it. First of all, when Legault says that he wants to ban the prayer à genoux dans la rue, on your knees in the middle of the street, I mean, this is already prohibited by the criminal code, by municipal bylaws. So the police officers have all the power to remove those people if such a situation could happen.
And again, that's on the street, and we have seen situations where that happens. There have been prayers as part of demonstrations where the police haven't acted. You're saying they could have acted, right?
Yes, they could have, and they should have, because this is the law. You cannot block a street for whatever reason, right? So the police has to do its job simply, and that's it for that part of Legault's comment. For the second part, this is more a sensitive issue, I would say, but a park, for instance, is not an institution. This is part of the public ground. This is part of this is a place where we have to live all together, right? So you cannot ban freedom of religion in such a park without using the notwithstanding clause, because otherwise it's going to be an infringement of the freedom of religion, of the freedom to gather with other people. It's going to be also an infringement, a violation of Section 15, which is about equality, because equality protects the religion and all that. So if Legault wants to go there, I mean, I wish him the best of luck, because if he does that, he's going to have to do it not only for the Muslim, because he said pretty clearly that he's aiming at the Islamists. He's going to have to target as well the Catholic, the Protestant, the Jewish people. So this means that, the protests, like not the protests, but the reunion on the Easter, for instance, would have to be prohibited as well.
What if he were to craft a law, or if his government were to write a law that did mention Muslims and Islam specifically?
Well, that's the problem. If he does so, at least it's going to be, it's going to be very transparent and honest and crystal clear. But if he does that, he's going to have to protect, the law by the notwithstanding clause, as I mentioned. And the problem is that the notwithstanding clause, as we speak right now, would permit such a discrimination towards the Muslim, because as of now, as we speak, there is no condition to the use of the notwithstanding clause, in the sense that the Parliament does not have to prove that this is a real problem, that this is an urgent problem. It just has to use it, and that's it, and that's all. And then it's going to prevent a constitutional challenge in front of the court, which is another problem, because if you want to live in a state where the rule of law is important, you have to respect the fact that the court at some point can strike down a bill. So the notwithstanding clause, as of now, just prevents all that type of stuff.
This all started because of schools. It's mostly because of schools. This legislation for public spaces, I guess, would cover schools, which are public places. There are laws already about what can happen in a school, right?
Yes, of course. And this is why all of that is a scheme right now from Legault to send the attention somewhere else towards the Muslim, which is not the most popular community right now. Because if you think about it, I mean, the proselytism is already prohibited by laws in Quebec. A teacher does not have the right to try to convince a student to pray. A teacher cannot excuse a student with religious behavior, for instance. A teacher himself cannot say, okay, guys, let's pray all together. I mean, he does not have the right to do so, and if he does, he will be fired at one point. So those laws already exist.
Frédéric Bérard, thank you for being here. I appreciate it.
Thanks to you.
Frédéric Bérard, constitutional lawyer, law professor at Université de Montréal, political commentator, partner with GBM law firm. We're going to head back to the phones.